The pianist was black. The venue staff gave him an old piano, filled with trash. His assistant saw this and insisted on using a Steinway, as stated in the contract. The staff refused politely.
Come on, man. Man, these coons can play on anything you put in front of them.
But the issue was soon resolved. When the concert began, Tony watched the pianist play. The Steinway sounded flawless. Tony felt relieved and drawn into the masterful music. Yet, 2 weeks earlier, his view of black people had been very different. One morning, he woke to find 2 black repairmen in his home. They had been invited by his wife. What troubled him most was that they drank from the family's cups. After they left, he threw the cups away. His wife knew his prejudice ran deep. Tony's family were Italian immigrants. They too had faced discrimination in America. In that era, they were never white enough to blend into white society. Tony stayed silent. When the nightclub where he worked closed for renovations, he lost his job. Bills and rent piled up. A friend told him of a job driving for a doctor. Following the address, Tony found himself in a concert hall. The place was filled with statues and luxury. There, he met Dr. Don Shirley, an acclaimed black pianist, dressed in fine clothes, with jewelry and ivory accessories. It was far from Tony's image of a black man, but he needed the job. The role was demanding. He would drive Shirley through the racially hostile South. He would also be responsible for safety. Tony accepted out of necessity. Before departure, the manager gave him part of his pay. He also handed him the Green Book. It listed safe places for black travelers in the segregated South. On the road, Tony noticed something. Other performers talked together after shows. Shirley often sat alone on a balcony with a drink. Before and after concerts, Shirley attended social events. Tony was introduced to many people, but he kept his distance. During performances, Tony stayed near the entrance. Shirley's piano playing was extraordinary, yet gambling still interested Tony more. Over the journey, his view began to shift. Slowly,
They didn't have a choice whether to be inside or out. You did.
his attitude toward Shirley started to change.